Good Friday afternoon, guys. My name is Jerry Miller, and welcome to the I Love CVille Show. We are live in Charlottesville, the Commonwealth, the country, and the world on the I Love CVille Network. We're presented and powered by Ting Crazy Fast Internet, the best in the business, and it's not even close. We use Ting to power this network, and we have a $288 savings for you only through this link, ilovecville.ting.com. Today's show is going to be fantastic. Friday's show have a fun flair to it because it's right before the weekend. And Judah Wickhauer is our director. Judah, today we have a special treat, my friend. We have Harvey Mayorga from Guajiros in the house. This man is so freaking talented, a Renaissance man, a master mixologist. And Judah, why don't we go to the studio camera here? This is amazing, dude. First, good afternoon. Everything you make is amazing. Judah, is it not? Cheers. 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 Cheers, yeah, everyone. Cheers to everyone. He's the co-owner of Guajiros. Absolutely amazing. What am I drinking here?
So that's one of our signature drinks out of our After Dark menu. It's a banana rum old fashioned. We use Flor de Caña rum, kind of like going back to our roots, using rum from Nicaragua. Tempest Fugit, creme de banana liqueur, a couple other things in there. Banana rum old fashioned, man. It's one of my favorite drinks.
This is freaking amazing. Kelly Jackson, you're coming up here. This is so good. My wife who is watching, you don't even taste the booze in this. I could have 10 of these, and then you'd have to peel me off the floor. He even has branding in the big ice cube. It's a G for Guajiros. This is sick, dude. This is so sick. It's amazing.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, well, talk to us about the business. Again, the co-owner of Guajiros. How's the restaurant doing?
Restaurant's doing great. We moved from 29 North to West Main, and it's been fantastic. Like we always said, me and my brothers, the love that we get from this city is absolutely fantastic. So, and it's shown in the new location as well, which is definitely a growth for us. We went almost triple the size of a restaurant. We have outdoor seating now. The weather is getting beautiful. People are starting to use the outdoor seating a lot more. At night, we're doing, we have the same menu, a few add-ons during the day. And then at night, right now, we're doing the Guajiros After Dark pop-ups. We've been doing that for a couple of weeks now to test the waters, see what works, see what doesn't work, kind of like make sure we have everything tweaked. So when we finally open in the first week of April, 3 nights a week, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, starting at 4:30, going all the way through 9:30, 10. It's going to be a thing every week, the first week of April.
I think it's brilliant.
Yeah.
I mean, you, Sebastian, Danilo,
yeah.
You guys are young guys. Okay, now you're a married man.
I'm a married man, yes.
You got kids.
Happily married.
Happily married. You have kids.
I have 2 kids.
Okay.
2 beautiful kids.
Your brothers are young dudes.
Yes.
Guajiros After Dark is a no-brainer, right?
It is. Funny enough, I'm the one who runs the After Dark.
No way. Is that true?
That is true,
The married man with kids is running the After Dark?
A lot of support from my wife.
There
definitely,
we go.
So kudos to her. Carla, baby, I love you.
and kudos to your wife about the new business.
Yes. Azul Family Dentistry, Nelson County, next to Blue Mountain Brewery. Her new practice, though. We've been at it since January.
So, Harvey, you guys are seriously all in, right?
Yeah, we're all over the place.
You guys are all in.
Yeah. This is our town, though. We live here now.
I love it. We're
not going anywhere.
So, Guajiros, West Main Street. Talk about the transition going from Route 29 to West Main, and then what you experienced.
So, obviously this year, we'll call it this fantastic year that gave us this great opportunity. Unfortunately, not so much for other people, but for us. It was a lot of challenges, but it put West Main in our path. It's a move that needed to happen. We needed outdoor seating. We needed more room. We needed a larger space so we could social distance our tables, so our patrons can come back into the restaurant. We were only doing takeout at the beginning of this. So we saw West Main, and we took a chance. A lot of bumps in the road, but in the true form of the Guajiros family, we're just like, all right, let's keep going at it.
They moved during COVID.
We moved during COVID.
They moved. They're in the restaurant business, and they moved during COVID.
We moved during COVID. Yeah. A few people said we were nuts, but we are. And
but you made it work.
We make it work. We make it work. So a lot of work definitely happened there. But no, it's been fantastic though. Definitely a lot more foot traffic. A lot more people are finding our coffee. So early in the morning, we see those people going to the hospital or towards UVA or the surrounding areas, in just for a cup of coffee. And Cuban coffee is strong. Will get you going all day. If you haven't tried it, come try it. It will get you going though. So a lot of people walking and meeting us and seeing what we're doing now.
Don't you feel like you're more, and I'm not knocking Route 29, I love Route 29, but don't you feel like now you're like more in the heartbeat? I mean, you got the university like a skip away from you.
Definitely. Route 29 was great. It allowed us to make a name of ourselves. People from Route 29 are still coming to us. Route 29 gave us our name basically. So definitely. Route 29 will always be in our hearts. If I ever am able to go back and do something there on Route 29, I will. I think there's a lot of potential there. But with the situation and everything, we needed more foot traffic, and we definitely, for the plans that we had with the bar and the cocktail program and the dinner service that we're implementing in the future, we needed more room. Though we needed a bigger kitchen, we needed a bigger, more seats. So I think it was a good move.
And the whole essence of Guajiros, I mean, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's almost after like a coffee window that you would see in Miami. And the whole essence of your brand and your business is that walk by foot traffic, being that like epicenter of people. And where you're at now caters to that mission and that essence of the brand so much more.
Absolutely. So the whole thing started with, I'm sure you haven't heard this story before, but
I love this story.
It was, I was trying to find a couple good Cuban coffee. I couldn't find it, and jokingly said, let's open a restaurant, and talk to Nilo, and he literally just quit his job and moved over here just to do it.
Because wasn't he doing that at the time?
He was planning on his work. He did one in Miami with some friends, and when I called him, he was like, let's do our own thing over here. He had other plans to open a place, and he decided to move over here and help me do it. At the time, I had a full-time job and basically took Guajiros on his back and opened it up with it was a family effort, it was a team effort, but he definitely is the face of the restaurant. I said all the time that people go to Guajiros and what they see is Nilo in that front in the register, but. What's happening now in West Main is that we still have that vibe of that what's it called over the counter service, but with like white glove service on the table. So what we're trying to do, my brothers and I, we all come from high end like South Beach and Miami restaurants. And we wanted to bring that level of service, but in a place where you can just chill and come in shorts and a t-shirt and flip-flops if it's the summer, and just hang out, but still have that level of service. So we do the over-the-counter, but once you hit the table, you get water, you get waiters coming into you, checking in on you. What's if you're okay, if you need anything, we keep that service going right and after you pay, and that's kind of the concept, which brings me to Guajiros After Dark. That changed at night. We actually have table service. At night, you won't be able to go to the counter and order a drink or order your food. You're actually sitting on a table, and we have now a team of people serving at night. So you sit down, and someone takes your order, and you can actually do a dinner service there.
I love it.
It's amazing. It's allowed us to, one of the things I love to do is give back to the community that is giving so much to us. And right now, I believe, last time I checked, we're at 14 employees now.
Get out of town. Yeah. Good for you guys.
Still missing some, so if anybody's looking for a kitchen gig, hit us up, please. We're hiring.
14?
14. That includes me and my brothers and everybody, but yeah, we are able to give 14 jobs.
Some brothers from South Beach come to Charlottesville, Virginia, and create 14 jobs?
Yeah.
That's a freaking dream right there. Seriously, dude.
Yeah.
That is the dream. And you're getting props from people. Let me relay props, okay? Victor Rams.
Yo, what's up, Vic?
And help me with names here. Is it Lucia Sanchez?
Lucia Sanchez. That's my mother-in-law. Mi suegra.
Where's she watching?
Nicaragua.
Okay. Fatima Malcolpin.
That's my aunt.
Okay. Vivian Pereira.
Vivi, hey Vivi, she's in Costa Rica right now.
Carlos is watching, Luisa's watching, Jorge's watching, Fernando's watching. You're getting props on I Love CVille as well from a lot of people that love Guajiros. Grace, who watches the show all the time, literally said, she said this 2 minutes ago, Jerry, I was in Guajiros last week. This is one of my favorite places to get a coffee or a breakfast sandwich. Since they've moved to West Main, I'm in this place much more. Can you ask Harvey of what it's like being at West Main with so many great restaurants around him? Has it caused him to raise the game of Guajiros? That's a legit question.
That's definitely a legit question.
Because West Main, guys, for those that don't know, where Harvey and his brothers are running their restaurant now, and I'm going to catch some shit for saying this right here, but West Main, I would say right now in Charlottesville, is probably the marquee spot for restaurants doing cool and creative stuff. It previously was the mall, and that's why I'm going to catch a lot of heck from this because I'm on the mall, and I have a lot of clients on the mall. But right now, I think West Main has superseded the downtown mall for creativity and culinary. Your thoughts on that? Because you got some heavy hitters next to you.
Absolutely. Ochre Social, one of my favorite restaurants. Little Star, chef there, does amazing things. Their programs inspire me, actually, though. Tavern Grocery, that's kind of like the first place I went with my wife when we first moved here.
That place is legit.
I read about them and researched them.
Because you like Lost Saint with the cocktail program, right?
Yes.
The cocktail bar. It's
Yes.
a speakeasy down there.
Speakeasy down there,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
And met awesome people there. Unfortunately, I haven't met them that I go there all the time because I have a little bit of a busy life with 2 kids at home. But,
sure.
They inspire me, actually, though. So I admire what they do. And it sets a bar for me to where I need my place to be at. So it's definitely an honor to be next to them and be able to be here with you and be noticeable in the community when I have such great hitters next to me, though. So it's a fantastic thing, and like I said, kudos to them to make West Main what it is. If not, my brothers and I wouldn't be
right.
Doing what we're doing right now.
Sure. Kelly Rose Harris is watching. Kelly Rose Silvers, excuse me. Everyone knows she says my love for Guajiros Miami Eatery. I'm so excited for After Dark. That's from Kelly. Kelly, we were talking about you before the show. Harvey is the best. So talented. Salute. Is that from Kiera Hill?
Kiera.
Yeah, she's watching the program.
Yeah, she's on. Where are you at, Kiera? I think you're in Norfolk, or no? You're in.
You have 4. I'm looking at the heat map now. You have 4 countries, 7 states watching the show right now, and that's a reflection of you because of your well-traveled, cosmopolitan nature. How about this question for you?
By the way, you gotta get Kiera Hill on the show. I'm just saying.
Let's do it. If you suggest she should come on the show, I swear to God, she'll be on the show.
She's a Somm, and she's doing her own thing now in Virginia. And
she says Norfolk.
Norfolk, yes, you're in Norfolk. Yeah, she does. She has her own company and all that, doing tastings for wine tasting stuff. She's great.
Cool. You were mentioning off air, rising tide is good for all ships. You've kind of touched on that a little bit with the restaurant scene. How about a macro question?
Go for it.
Charlottesville restaurant scene. We've seen a lot of solidarity here. You guys have come together. You guys have taken your licks. That's safe to say over the last 13 months because of COVID. Probably more so than any other industry except for maybe live music and hospitality. Because you guys still had the carry out and to go piece where live music and hospitality was shut down. Completely. So you guys, you took your licks. Charlottesville restaurant scene. What'd you learn from everyone?
First of all, the camaraderie that's within this industry, it's fantastic though. We see a lot of other restaurants coming to see us, support, and it's noticeable. Like I said, it's the collaboration that it's between the restaurant scene here is fantastic, I think though. So a lot of things happening in the last couple of few months, last year. That what I have to say is, whatever we can do to help, and we're here though. Collaborations, just hangouts, pop-ups. I love pop-ups. It's one of my favorite things to do.
Why do you like pop-ups so much?
It's kind of like
chance to reinvent yourself.
Exactly though, and also kind of like to a way to showcase. Someone else's food or someone else's drinks in a setting that is not yours, to a different clientele, to different customers. Not every customer comes to Guajiros though, but I'd love to have a bartender from another restaurant within Charlottesville or outside of Charlottesville come down to Charlottesville. be behind my bar and show my customers what other people are doing, and give more business, obviously, to my place, but also show what other places are doing and maybe encourage our customers to go there if they haven't been there. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I think pop-ups is the perfect combination of good business and friendship between restaurants and bars, though. So I don't know. I'm a fan.
You got a big heart, dude. I
do,
love
yeah.
this guy.
I'm a lucky man. I'm a lucky man, and life has been good to me, and it's been tough, but it's been good. So
you have a zest for life.
Hey, man. Can do it.
It's contagious. It's contagious.
There's no other way to go about it.
How about your take on this? And it's a testament to your big heart here. You were actually a huge fan of this outdoor refreshment area on the downtown mall in Charlottesville.
Yes.
Curious.
Yes.
Give us your take.
I think it should. I hope it happens.
Yeah.
I've seen other markets. We were talking earlier before the show started. Savannah, Georgia. You got South Beach, Fort Lauderdale. You got, there's so many other places in Richmond, Scotts Addition. It makes sense. It brings business to other people. It brings business to everybody in one setting, though. I might want to have a cocktail from Brasserie Saison and a burger from Citizen Burger.
Yeah.
And I can do both if this law passes, though. So I think it's a good thing for everybody. We've mentioned, how is that going to affect my business here in West Main, kind of like Midtown, and it might, but I think that by passing that, we're going to have a lot more flow, not only from our community,
That's
but
what I think.
people from outside Charlottesville will be like, yo, let's go to the mall, because you can walk and have cocktails there, and they're checking on their phone, where can I go eat? Because I already had cocktails. Guajiros might popped up, or Okra Social or El Barco or whatever.
I think you're 100% right.
Outside of that mall, and maybe someone doesn't want Italian food, they want a Cubano, and they can come to us from the mall. So I think it's making that happen will help the community as a whole. I think I might be totally wrong.
No, you're 1,000% right. I think you're 1,000% right.
Maybe some restaurants in West Main are like, dude, you started right, but going down. No, I think it helps.
Activity breeds activity, and if
Yeah.
the mall turns into an outdoor refreshment area, it will become even more of a destination, and that's going to be good for any restaurant within walking distance of the mall, and certainly Guajiros, because their menu is banging. Mally is watching, Mally, Nicaragua, and she's watching from the Netherlands.
Yeah, that's my sister-in-law.
She's watching from we have 9 countries. Literally, I'm looking at the heat map, which is a testament to you. Let me get to some viewer comments. Barbara Lundgren, welcome to the broadcast. Proud Mama is watching right now.
My mom, Jacqueline?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Carla Chavez May.
That's my wife.
Okay. Carlos. Hey, your wife is watching?
My wife is Carla Chavez.
Okay. Carla, congratulations on your new business. Salud.
Salud.
Cheers. You're going to crush it on 151.
Cheers.
You're going to crush it on 151. And I can't wait to see all that hard work that you put into, was it painting it blue?
It was bluish. We painted bright blue. So if you're looking for it, you'll find it.
How about being in business with your family, your brothers,
Yeah,
your
my
father,
brothers.
and then your wife, now
wife,
business
yeah.
owner too?
Yeah.
Talk to us about that.
It's
You guys are all in.
We're all over the place. Yeah, we're all over the place. Family it's the most important thing for us, and we're raised like that, and we bring a lot of family. We've brought a lot of family to Charlottesville. My whole entire family actually moved now from Miami to here. My parents are here. Everybody's here. My sister.
Really?
My cousin, it's here. She is.
So you came up here
with my wife. Yeah.
with your wife, and now everybody's up here?
Everybody's up here, yeah. My older sister's back home in Nicaragua, but everybody else is here.
I'm super jealous because family is super important to us as well, and we're a little more spread out around the country.
Yeah.
And having you guys close, I mean, especially with kids, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you got some babysitters you can trust.
Yes. Yeah. Rosa, she's amazing. She's great. But yeah, no, for us, my in the restaurant, it's obviously a family-owned business. My cousin, I don't know if you've seen Bakery No Bakery pop up. That's our cousin.
Cool.
She came from California. She does a lot of our stuff in terms of like prep and stuff like that. And she does her own little pop-ups at Guajiros during the weekends. And then my wife, we took the shot, and this opportunity came up. We couldn't pass it, and we bought the land and the practice up in Route 150, or next to
151.
151 next to Blue Mountain Brewery.
Yeah. Dude, that place is going to blow up.
Yes.
You guys are going to kind of create the market because you're a little early to the market on 151. Yeah. But I think 151 is going to blow up. Nelson County has broadband, and Nelson County is making this epic commitment to broadband internet by I believe the year 2024. We had Jesse Rutherford, who's a board of supervisors on Nelson County. Yeah. And because Nelson County is ahead of the curve with its commitment to broadband, meaning that if you live in Nelson County, you're going to have access to really good internet. Yeah. It's making the county go gangbusters. Yeah. It's blowing up.
We actually put internet into the building, and we're doing Firefly, I think.
Okay.
I tried Ting.
You did it?
We tried to do Ting because that's what I use at Guajiros.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're there yet. No. Something happened, and so we got another one. But yeah, no, it's happening though. Azul Family Dentistry, it's happening. We're very excited. Obviously I'm a little biased, and I will say that my wife is a great dentist. Go see her. But she's
an amazing dentist.
Amazing, the best. Hands of an angel. But yeah, no, it's a big shot we took. It was a big risk. We're in the middle of a situation that our world is, not even our city, county, or country, but the situation that the world is. But we said that we need to do it, and if it's going to happen, it needs to happen right now. We're not getting any younger, and the opportunities are right there. You just gotta, take the chance and jump for it. So we did that. She's been growing her business from what it was, little by little. Lots of implementations to the previous practice. So obviously with the new regulations and stuff like that, she needed a few things needed to be upgraded in terms of programs and equipment and stuff like that. And the patients are noticing and liking it. So it's a great thing that's happened to us. We're grateful for everything positive that's happened to us. A lot of work. Trust me.
You've earned it.
Sleepless nights.
Yeah, he's earned it. She's earned it. They've earned it.
But it's a lot of work. Yeah.
Joanna Lopez, this is awesome. Congratulations. Gloria Laura is watching. You have 12. There are 12 countries watching Harvey on this show right now. Panama, Nicaragua, Brazil, Mexico, the Netherlands, France, and England, just to name a few, are literally watching this program right now.
Salute everyone.
Kelly Jackson, who's coming on the program in a matter of moments, she says, Harvey, I love other locally owned restaurants. I can't wait to come in and try Guajiros. Also, you are killing Jerry Miller on the hair game today. He is killing me on the hair game. That's your Kelly Jackson right there. His hair is on point right now. All right, so what's your prediction for restaurants for 2021? This is a layman's perspective. You're the expert. Layman's perspective is the vaccines are getting out there. They're getting in people's arms. We're tired of being pent up. We are... humans crave human connection by nature, and we like to be around people. And I think as the vaccines the CDC said earlier this week that if you're vaccinated, you can be indoors with other people who are vaccinated without a mask. Yeah. That statement basically means, in a lot of ways, bars can open again. Yep. Am I reading that right?
Yeah, that's what I get from it. A little biased on that one because I have family, friends in the medical field.
See, this is why it's good, because he's got restaurant livelihood, but his wife is a dentist.
Exactly.
So you're kind of torn on this, aren't you?
Exactly. So I'm super excited about the news, definitely. I see the restaurants benefiting from this, which I'm extremely happy. I like the fact that people are going to be a little more relaxed about being out and are going to come to places like mine or anybody else's.
Does that worry you?
It does not. It does not, especially if you're vaccinated and everything.
And you are?
I am vaccinated, yeah.
I am not yet.
I'm vaccinated as a first responder, though.
Yeah, he's a firefighter.
I'm a volunteer firefighter on Station 8, yeah.
Right.
So shout out to Station 8.
You should be vaccinated.
No, we got it. I got it a while back. But my take on that is like, and obviously this is a meeting that needs to happen at the restaurant, but I'm going to jump the gun on here and said, should we encourage people to keep the mask on while walking around the restaurant? I'm not opposed to it. I know people don't want the mask and all that. That's why I say I'm a little biased as having, close friends that are in the medical and family that are in the medical fields and close friends that are in first responders and me, my livelihood depending on a restaurant. It's where can we find a middle ground? Like still keep, the CDC did say that, you can be without, but it's not a bad thing to still have it. Once I want to see what the laws said that we need to do, but the more safe we can keep people, I would like to keep them safe. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So, but I think that's going to be a positive thing. If not just for people being more relaxed about going out. We definitely have our fair share of customers that come in and you can tell they want to sit down and we try to we do our best to keep everything sanitized. We have sanitizer stations all over the restaurant and clean every table after it's used, doorknobs and everything. And you can still see people that are nervous about sitting, so they do take out. And by the way, we appreciate you guys so much because you keep our business going. But I wish they could sit there, and I think this more vaccinations and this it's going to allow those people to come back and experience that human connection that is needed. Even if it's for a cup of coffee and a pastelito and someone talking to you for a minute while you drink your cup of coffee.
I missed that. That's what I missed.
Oh my God, so much.
The people watching, connected with my favorite barkeeper.
Yeah.
I missed that.
Definitely. So it's all positive. I think I'm a positive guy, but I think it's all positive though. The more we figure this day this day out and the whole vaccination happen and I think it's only gonna bring to better things. So I hope we can't go worse. I hope not.
Right. I don't think so.
It can only go better. Knock on wood though, but it can only go better though.
A couple more with you. Harvey, you're A+. Love this guy. Give Guajiros some love. We're seeing it in the feed. I'm going to get to your comments here. Johnny Ornales is watching. He owns El Mariachi and then the Guadalajara on Fontaine. He's watching the program. Lena Murphy, as a native South Floridian who went to college in Tampa, I just want to say Guajiros is authentic and amazing. It's a little piece of home. Thank you for all you do. I concur with that, Ms. Murphy. Thank you for watching the broadcast. We're welcoming Australia to the show right now. Australia, if you're ever in Charlottesville, Guajiros. I don't know if you will ever be in Charlottesville.
Is that Quentin or Christian?
I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, Christian.
Christian.
Yeah.
What's up, Christian? Oh my God, that's a long time.
let me throw this to you here. Restaurants for the rest of the year and beyond. A lot of people have said they envision kind of like a post-prohibition standpoint where it's like the Roaring 20s again. A lot of people don't realize this. The Roaring 20s ended in a massive depression.
Yeah. Let's not do that.
Let's not do the Roaring 20s. But I guess the point that people are making is prohibition caused this pent-up demand, and then it created a firestorm of business. Is that what you see?
No, I don't see it like that. What I see is, for example, a law that hasn't been changed, and I haven't done the research, but I will say before, after prohibition, to-go cocktails in Virginia. That's unheard of.
Right.
Like and it happened.
And you're saying it's a no-brainer to go cocktails.
It happened, and I think it's gonna do a positive thing to our markets. Though, if that law stays, it's another revenue stream to our businesses and
especially these cocktails.
Yeah, and
because this cocktail is freaking amazing.
And I don't know if you're okay with this, but I'm gonna show you.
Please.
This cocktail that I just poured you came in this container,
right?
And it's an
I've
ice cube.
also seen them in the IV bag.
We have them the IV bag though.
Yeah.
We have that as well.
Because that's dope.
Yeah,
that looks super sexy.
You can get it at the restaurant for this setting. It was I brought it in the cooler in those containers, but it's something that you can get a good cocktail at home from a solid
guy who
bartender,
knows what he's doing.
a guy or a girl who knows what he's doing, and I think that's a positive thing. So I think what this is bringing is
I'd pay $12 for this. How much is this?
It's $10.
I'd pay $12 all day. This is damn good.
Yeah, I think I gotta raise my prices now. Probably not. That's not gonna happen.
Look, his is empty.
Yeah, he's empty.
Go to the studio camera, Judah, and hold your camera up. Go to your cup up. Studio camera. It's so good, dude. I've never seen an old fashioned with rum.
Yeah. So.
Am I wrong in that? Aren't they mostly?
No, it's well the old fashioned is the original cocktail. So an old fashioned is spirits, sugar, bitter, and water.
Okay.
And that's the original
It can
cocktail.
be anything?
It is mostly done with some sort of whiskey. With the new cocktail situation happening in the last 10 years or so, it changes though. So I don't know if you've seen, he's probably not seen, but Julio Cabrera is one of my inspirations. So he's a bartender down in Miami. He has 3 businesses. He's fantastic. And I get a lot of inspiration from what he does. Though and he does a rum old fashioned. So I kind of like took that idea and started playing with what I wanted to do, and came up with this. This is like a banana rum old fashioned. Has creme de banana liqueur. I've been trying to play with dehydrating bananas, so the garnish instead of an orange is going to be a banana, like dehydrated banana
That's
stick.
what this is?
That's an orange peel.
Okay.
But that's a lot of work. I'm carving clear ice in the kitchen in Guajiros, so I can sit there and stamping. So there's a lot of work involved with them.
How do you carve clear ice? I thought this was, you know those big cocktail cube, the big
molds?
cube? Yeah, the molds, the holders?
We have those
Okay.
because I don't have enough of the clear ice
You
cube.
carved this logo into the ice?
No, the logo I stamp it, but
Okay.
the ice itself comes from a big block of ice.
Okay.
And it's that I make and it's clear ice.
This man has thought of everything. His logo is on, the Guajiros logo is on the big ice chunk cube, the Guajiros logo. I have never seen that. And that's maybe because I'm a smaller town guy. You're a bigger town guy. Is that
Probably
all
not.
over South? Is that all over South Beach?
No, it's not. It's not.
No?
Well, I guess though. Some people use it though. But Jose Pereiro, it's a really good friend of mine from Atlanta. The Cocktail Shaker is his Instagram. He does that, and I took inspiration of him. I haven't invented anything. I take inspiration from my favorite bartenders around the world, and then just try to take that inspiration and put it in my own little program. Which, by the way, I've worked in this industry for I think so, going on 15 years, but this is the first program that I put together from scratch.
Really?
Yeah. So
That's awesome.
my first ticket, I actually posted on my Instagram that my first ticket sold. The first pop-up that we did like 3 weeks ago, like I literally almost cried because I was like, oh my God, this is like 20 years in the making, and it was a beer. but I loved it. I loved it. It was mine,
Yeah.
my bar. Yeah.
You picked that beer.
Yeah, I picked that beer, and then that beer was sold in my place. Though, so it's been
Oh
fantastic.
gosh, we got to do this again. So many people giving you props right here. And let me highlight some of these people. I'm going to ask you this question. Last question I'll ask you, and because we have to get to Kelly. Kelly Jackson, we'll go to you here in a matter of moments. I'm going to ask you this question, but first I want to highlight some people that are watching. I'm going to ask you to give a message of hope to what is now 9 countries, 6 states, and a lot of friends and family in Central Virginia for the rest of the year. That's the question I'm going to ask you. Before I do, Sergio's giving you props, Alex Blanco giving you props, Maria Cano, Shane Luganbill. All right, let's go to Charlottesville here. Jennifer Smith in Belmont says, I didn't know about Guajiros. I'm going to bring my family in this weekend to try this place. Thank you for having this guy on the show, Jerry. I love what you're doing for Charlottesville. Barbara Lundgren says Nelson County is always ahead of the game. And she's giving Nelson County some props. His wife owns a dental practice in Nelson County. Scotty Shoot, best Cubans in town, and the queso frito are life. Dude, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to catch some heat for this. I literally am going to catch some heat for this. But I've had one of his cocktails, and I'm feeling a little more willing to speak out of turn right now because of his cocktails. Their Cuban sandwiches are not even close to number 2. Like, number 1, them, is so far from number 2.
Thank you.
The best Cuban sandwiches in town, and it's not even close, are at Guajiros. It's not even close. I'm going to leave it at that. And the fried cheese, the queso frito, is like a drug addiction waiting to happen for anybody that's willing to try the queso frito. I'm warning you, it's that good. All right, get us out of here on something of positivity because you're a positive guy.
Keep going. Don't give up. It's times are tough. They will be tougher at some point. They will be better, and rely on friends, rely on family, and keep going. Though it's this is gonna pass, and then there's always light at the end of the tunnel, and this is all the cliches I know, but it's driven my life, and I came
Okay, how about this question then? Give us some insight into the darkest days of this pandemic for you and the family. Like the vulnerable, most scary times, and what the conversations you were having, and then how you overcame that. Because I think everyone had one of those days. I certainly did. My wife did. Where it was like, I remember my wife and I talking. It was like, what's gonna happen? How,
Yeah, we work, or my brother's work. I wasn't there that day, but 12-hour days, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and sold $300. And we were like, we're not gonna survive with this. And the conversation was like, all right, what can we do to do better? And there's God up there that says like, go check West Main, and start planning. And we, not giving up is what made us get to where we at. It was tough. It was tough out there. We were struggling big time, trying to keep it afloat. Thankfully, friends, that work with us, Juan, it's been with us for a while now, and he's a cook. And they were putting hours into the restaurant. My brothers were there, day in, day out, open to close. And we kept going, and we said we gotta get out of this, and we did. We're still not out of it. Don't think we are though. But it's if you keep going, and then keep working on it, good things are gonna happen. So,
love it.
Yeah.
This interview was amazing.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. That's great. Guajiros After Dark. Next week we're gonna be there Thursday and Friday, starting at 4:30 to 9:30. The week after we're gonna start doing 3 nights a week. Limited food menu for now. But great stuff coming out of there. So come check us out.
Is it going to ever be 5 days a week, do you think?
I don't know yet.
Because you need a life.
I do need a life. Yeah. But we'll check. We'll check. Next interview, I'll let you know.
Okay. Hey, thank you for the drink.
Thank you. No, thank you for having it. It's always awesome. I'm glad I was here and not
so much better,
watching a screen and through my Skype anymore.
Yeah, me too.
I was excited.
Thank you for joining us. Judah Wickhauer, if you can help us here, why don't I reach out to Kelly Jackson first, and we'll get her on the line. Kelly Jackson's going to join us. She's a mom who just got the COVID shot and an entrepreneur. Yeah, we're good, Harvey. Kelly, if you're watching, we're going to reach out to you ahora, right now, and we're going to chat with what you just saw with Harvey, your shot, and some other things on the agenda. Once we get her on, we'll go side by side, and then we can do an exit, J-Dubs. We have her on the line. Kelly Jackson, I see you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, hi. Sorry. Whoa, there we go. We got you on the line. All right, Kelly, the show is yours. What'd you make of the interview with Harvey?
I loved it so much.
Me too.
He definitely killed you on the hair game, though, Jerry.
She's giving you props on the hair, Harvey. Harvey's leaving right now. He says, thank you very much. Anything else you want to say to Harvey before he goes?
I will be there when my vaccine fully kicks in at 4:30 sharp.
She will be there when her vaccine fully kicks in at 4:30 sharp for cocktails, Harvey. Perfect. He says perfect. All right, so Kelly Jackson on the line. Kelly Jackson, an entrepreneur, owns 16, 17 restaurants, a mom of 2, and freshly vaccinated.
Yes, I got the J&J, one and done.
You got the Johnson & Johnson? Did you get to pick?
No, I just
Really?
looked out. They only had 15 in Harrisonburg.
Uh-huh.
And I was able to sign my husband and I up.
That's awesome.
I know.
Did they give you grief?
No.
Okay, so they were just like, I don't want the vaccines to go to waste. Here's your vaccine?
No, I just signed up on the CVS website.
Wow.
And I walked into CVS. They didn't ask me for an ID or anything. They just said, what's your name? I gave them my name. They told me to sit down and jabbed it in my arm.
Is that true?
Yeah,
Where was the CVS again?
in Harrisonburg.
Oh my gosh, congratulations. So you and your man are done.
We're done.
How do you feel?
Excited. Like, relieved. I mean, I was obsessing. You know this, Jerry. I'm like refreshing the CVS website like every 20 minutes. And I'm a little disappointed in the Virginia Health Department that they haven't figured out a easier way to get people these vaccines.
Amen.
So, I mean, you have people that are 16, 18 years old standing outside CVS at night and able to get them. How is that fair?
That's not fair. That is not fair. How? Let me ask you personally this. Two-part question.
Okay.
Give the viewers insight into how good of a neighbor you were for this community for staying in and not spreading COVID. Basically, what you have done over 12 months to help this community beat COVID. Give them some insight into that. And then the second part of the question is this. How do you feel from a confident standpoint? Because you and I both like to have a cocktail or two. Frankly, it's 1:15 in the afternoon, and I think I'm 2 cocktails deep right now. I just knocked over my phone. I don't know if you saw that. How do you feel about a confident standpoint of you and your man going to the bar for happy hour? Two-part question.
Well, we had an immune compromised kid.
Right?
She's on an amazing new drug for her asthma that has worked. So it's basically taken her asthma almost completely away, which makes her then not high risk, which is great. But we literally did not leave the house for a month. The only place I would go is to do my show on your network and home. No groceries, no restaurants, no friends. We did nothing. So now that we have the vaccine, my oldest is going to go back to school in person.
Okay.
With a mask on, of course. We'll keep my youngest home still. I feel confident when my vaccine is fully kicked in. I feel confident being around other vaccinated people. And I definitely feel confident eating outside or going to a bar outside.
Okay. Follow-up question. You're vaccinated with the Johnson & Johnson one-shot vaccine. Why do you feel comfortable being around other vaccinated people without your mask on and not just other people in general, whether they're vaccinated or not? Because you now have a vaccine.
Right, but I don't know the transmission rate.
Okay.
So if I have COVID and I'm asymptomatic and not sick, I would feel awful if I gave it to somebody else or somebody else's family.
Understood.
And I don't want to take on that responsibility.
Okay, there you go. And that shows you she's a good person. And that shows you why she stayed inside for months, because she's a good person and she thinks of others. Most people, if they were self-centered or egomaniacs, would probably say, I got the vaccine. I'm going to the bar. I don't give an F about anybody else. I'm just going to happy hour. Don't you think that's what a lot of people will say?
No, I think so. And I'm worried about that. You see what people were doing in the middle of the pandemic, saying, I'm not wearing the mask. I'm not doing this. And being really self-serving. And I'm afraid for the people who can't get the vaccine, or like the teenagers who can't get the vaccine, but can get sick from it. I think that puts them at greater risk. And, listen, wear a mask. It's not a big deal. Doctors do it all day, every day.
2 kids you have. How about a mom from the standpoint of children, especially under 18, and not being vaccinated, and how that impacts you as a mom and how that impacts your confidence level?
I will let my kids start going into stores like Michael's or like an Old Navy or something like that with a mask on. But we're not going to do like indoor summer camps.
Okay.
Or like the trampoline place. We're not going to go do that kind of stuff.
Okay. Sleepovers? Sleepovers?
If the other kids' parents are fully vaccinated.
That's fair. That's
right?
reasonable. I think that's reasonable.
So, I think so. But for restaurants, being in restaurants, we are seeing people come back, which is great. I think the level of confidence in general is high. I hope people in other states that don't have a mask mandate anymore or any requirements, I hope they don't screw it up for the rest of us.
I agree. I concur. What did you make of the CDC saying earlier this week that you could chill with other people inside if everyone's been vaccinated, no mask on? Did you think that was too early that they said that because we're not clearly out of the woods yet? Or did you think that was the CDC trying to help us turn the corner?
I think, and again, my opinion, don't know if it counts, but I think the CDC was trying to give people some direction. They had to give the American people something. People were not going to keep doing this no matter what. Right? So I think they were just trying to say, like, we know you're going to get together, so we're going to give you some guidelines so you can get together.
Okay.
What do you think?
No, I took it like this, and I'm not going to go down the road of the conspiracy theory. We're not going to go down the road of the conspiracy theory tied to the election. But I'll take it like this. I thought that the CDC saying earlier this week that people could be inside with other people inside without mask on as long as they were vaccinated. I was initially surprised that they said that because such few people in this country have been vaccinated. But then I gave it some more thought and I realized that the CDC was probably like, these dumb Americans are realizing it's spring and the weather is nice and they're all depressed because they've been inside for winter and their kids are learning at home and not going to school and they're fed up of being around their children. They realized that this stuff was going to happen regardless.
Yeah, that's exactly
That's what you're saying. Yeah, it was going to happen regardless.
Well, and then how about this, Jerry? Are then movie theaters and restaurants, are you going to have to carry around your vaccine card?
Well, I want to ask you that. So here's the speculation. The speculation is, will we have to show proof of vaccination to enter a business? Meaning, if you are going to go to a bar for happy hour, do you have to then pull out your phone and say, here's my proof of vaccination, and then that bartender or the doorman will allow you into the bar, you can take your mask off, and you can spit some game at beautiful women while sitting at a bar stool at Guajiros. So that's what you say. What do you make of that? Do you think that's good for us? Because that's a slippery slope.
I think it's a slippery slope. I mean, you have all these HIPAA laws, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. But then I see both sides. I mean, like, since I'm vaccinated, but I'm also very cautious and careful about other people.
Well, and you also own 16 restaurants.
Right.
So you literally have like every side here. And you have an autoimmune compromised daughter.
Right. I mean, I don't think you can legally do that. But I think if bars, right, where people are more likely to be not as careful because they're drinking.
Right. Yeah.
If I was a bar owner, I am not, but if I was, I would do like a special happy hour or special night for only.
Ooh. Well, walk me through that idea. You got a chuckle out of Judah over here. You normally sit in this seat, and I can't wait to see the new seats we have for you and Jamie on Monday.
Oh, I can't wait.
You're going to love it. Judah got a chuckle out of that one. Judah, can we get you on the mic for why you chuckled so Kelly can hear why you chuckled? Judah doesn't like that I'm doing this.
He thinks I'm crazy anyway.
Okay, okay, here we go. Speak loudly so Kelly can hear you, please.
Yeah.
All right, Kelly, I chuckled because the idea that you would segregate an entire bar for one night based on just, what was it, all the people that had been vaccinated so far? It's never going to happen.
For what reason?
What are you going
Why
to
couldn't
turn
it happen?
everyone else away?
Well, he says, are you going to turn people away that have not been vaccinated? Well, it could be the marketing gimmick. It's the point. It's like industry night on a Monday or Tuesday for folks who work in restaurants that can't get to the bar on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So they have industry night on Monday, Tuesday, which is their weekend.
Right.
Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah. Or like movie theaters, right? Like if they wanted to do an early showing at like an off time, for older people or anyone else who's vaccinated, you show your vaccine card and you get that special showing with other vaccinated people.
Let me throw this to you. You are often, and by often I say 99.9% of the time, ahead of the curve on trends in restaurants because it's undoubtedly tied to your economies of scale with the restaurants that you own. So you're seeing stuff that the mom and pop is not seeing. Are you hearing from corporate or beyond or anyone, and I'm just talking in general terms here. I don't want to get you in trouble here. Are you hearing the trend is going to be vaccine to enter, or you're hearing there's no way that's going to happen?
No, I don't think that's going to happen.
Okay.
At least in the fast casual realm of things.
Okay.
I have heard some interesting talk, though, with other bar owners, local bar owners, that's saying that they're still kind of slow. And older people who have really been kept inside, 65 and up for a long time, are wanting to get out, but they only want to be around other vaccinated people. I mean, why can't you do a happy hour from 4:30 to 6:30 if you're vaccinated? You can come, take off your mask, play some pool, shoot some darts, throw back some drinks. I don't think that's a bad business model.
No, I don't think that's a bad call to action campaign. I'll throw this to you here. I'm playing devil's advocate for the sake of a talk show. We currently have no shirt, no shoes, no service. Why can't we have no shirt, no shoes, no vaccine, no service?
Because I don't really know the legal reasons why you can do that, but I think medically, you can't force people to do something that might be against their religion. Or, for example, what happens if the person's going through chemo and can't get the vaccine? Or what happens if they have an underlying health condition that doesn't allow them to get it?
Well, then why do we require them to wear shirts and shoes?
Because everybody is able to wear a shirt and shoes.
Okay.
Don't you think?
I mean, I'm just wondering. I mean, somehow, not somehow, I understand why we say no shirt, no shoes, no service. I get it. The last thing I want to do is be around a 400-pound whale without a shirt on and doesn't have any shoes on. I'm probably going to catch some crap for saying that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry I just said that. I apologize for saying I should not have said that. I'm sorry for saying that. But you get my point here. If we can say that, why can't we say the vaccine? And you're saying it's because it's the medical piece.
Right. Like, you know, people couldn't even follow the rules, wear a mask.
Yeah.
I think you're expecting too much from the American people, Jerry.
I think she's right. Judah nodded his head, yes. Judah agrees with you. All right, how about this here? Moms and vaccines for their kids. When do you think that's going to happen? And would you want your daughters to be vaccinated?
Yes, I'm going to vaccinate both of my kids as soon as possible, as long as it's safe. I believe in science. Okay. If the science says it's safe, I'm going to go with that.
Okay.
I think 13 and up will be this fall.
Okay.
I think 6 and up will be probably January.
Next year?
Yep.
Anybody under 6, what are you thinking, summer next year?
I don't know if they'll give it. I don't know. I don't really. I think they have to do a ton more research because those are really small kids with growing immune systems. So I don't know. How does your wife feel about your son?
I mean, she's very scared about this. It's a topic we have all the time.
Torn.
What's that?
It's very torn in the parent community.
Yeah. Well, I mean, another topic that's coming up, I don't know if you've heard this in your friend group. I'm just talking out loud here. How about vaccinations and say like a couple that wants to get pregnant? Like, should you be vaccinated? Should you get vaccinated? Do we have enough data and research that shows what a vaccination can do to a 9-month pregnancy and the baby that comes from that pregnancy? I mean, you're not going to have any, are you going to have any kids anytime soon?
No.
Okay.
Shut down.
Okay.
Hello.
All right. But I mean, let's talk about that. I mean, it's unknown, right?
I mean, I would worry. Right? And like, listen, if you go on the CDC website right now, it's changing every day. Okay? And they also have a rollout guide for the zombie apocalypse. So I don't know what is trustworthy. Right?
That was so fun. The thing that's pissed me off the most about this, and I've put my foot in my mouth the entire show, so I'm going to do it again. The Blue Ridge Health District is redoing its website during a pandemic. The Blue Ridge Health District is literally talking about how it may take its website offline because there's so many quirks and errors and issues with this website. Why would they, do a rebranding campaign from the Thomas Jefferson Health District to the Blue Ridge Health District during a pandemic? I don't know. Why would they build and launch a new website during a pandemic? I mean, you've obviously thought about this, right?
Okay, yeah, but like, You remember the Kmart debacle like a month ago? Okay, so everybody at that Kmart debacle that got a shot got a card that had their next appointment. Okay, everybody who received that card, it had the wrong date. So this week, everybody showed back up to the Kmart parking lot, and there weren't enough shots for everybody for the right guy. Like, how do you get this?
How do you
so
make that
wrong?
mistake? Yeah. And how is the Blue Ridge Health District, and I'm obviously going to catch a lot of heat for this, why are vaccinations not being administered when it's raining outside or snowing outside?
I don't know.
Right?
I don't know. I mean, why can't you just sit in your car? And it's Chick-fil-A. Get the Chick-fil-A people to open up their double drive-through and just jab people in the arms as they go through.
It's a no-brainer. Why do you have to get out of the car to get vaccinated?
I don't know.
Right?
I don't know. I have no idea. And then, the lady at CVS here, my friend got a shot here at Kroger. She said, you are one of the only people I have vaccinated in the last month that is from Charlottesville.
Shut up.
Yeah, 99% of people in Charlottesville that are getting vaccinated, like CVS and Kroger, guess where they're from?
Where?
Richmond.
How is that?
You can go anywhere in the state to get it.
Why would the Richmond folks be coming here? Because they can't find it in Richmond?
Right.
Oh my gosh. Why would the Charlottesville folks not take the shot in Charlottesville?
Because they can't get an appointment
Oh my
here. And Jamie Schwartz, I got her and her husband a vaccine for next week. Guess where it is?
Where?
In Richmond.
No, it's not. Is that true?
Yeah.
Is Ryan getting the vaccine?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Look at the Good Samaritan.
I literally have signed up all of my friends. I will text you when there are availability appointments that you can sign up for.
I'm drinking rum old fashions in the meantime to protect myself.
I mean, I think that would work. Oh, and I wanted to update you 2 things.
Okay.
One is we have Leanne from Albemarle Hemp Company coming on our show on Monday.
Oh, you know I like them. Aren't they Albemarle Cannabis Company now?
Oh, I think they're under both, but okay, Albemarle Cannabis Company.
Okay.
I want to talk to her. People are very confused on the difference of THC and CBD, what is legal, what it's used for. So I think that'll be interesting.
That's a great topic.
And I want to talk about where the cannabis, industry is heading for Virginia.
That's brilliant.
I think that'll be good, right?
Yeah.
And I said on my show last week, I kind of regretted it when I said it, that I was going to feed my family of 4 for $100. I did it.
She fed her family of 4 for a grocery bill of $100 or less over the course of a week.
Ask if she shopped around the outside.
Did you? Judah wants to know if you shopped around the outside of the grocery store.
I did it online.
Oh.
So actually, I could have done it for less.
Instacart. She did it for Instacart. She could have done it for less. So Lauren Miller, you're watching this program. She did a family of 4 for $100 or less. So my wife is immediately texting me right now because she does not believe you. Okay. She has some questions because this was an argument for my wife and I.
I posted my grocery list and what I made on our Women Changing the World page.
All right, so some questions for you. Did this include any kind of cleaning supplies, detergents, diapers, or any kind of stuff that you use for shower or hygiene?
Only food.
Okay, only food. Next question from her. How many leftover meals did you guys eat?
2.
Okay, 2 meals over the course of the whole week?
Yeah, and because we ate the leftovers for lunch the next day.
The next question. This is such a zing, Lauren, to me. I can't believe you text. Is your husband as particular and as much of a prima donna as mine when it comes to food?
Yes, and he complained the whole week.
I am not a prima donna when it comes to food, Lauren. Your husband is a prima donna when it comes to food, Kelly?
Oh, well, we're in the food industry.
Right. That's right. Yeah.
And he grew up on a 100-acre cattle ranch in Oklahoma.
So he's got champagne taste.
Yes, for sure. But we made it work. He was not happy about the hot dog night, but he ate it.
Was it hot dog casserole?
No, I just made hot dogs in my air fryer.
Oh. What's wrong with hot dogs? I love some encased meat.
Right? Who doesn't like a hot Yeah.
Who doesn't like some encased meat?
I mean,
From a gas station.
Judah likes hot dogs. Judah, if you saw Judah right now, Kelly, you would say, Judah, I think you've a little tipsy over there. Kelly, this was so much fun. Anything else you want to offer our friends and viewers, Kelly Jackson?
get any vaccine you can get. Don't be picky. Just pick one. Just get one.
Do you have any
Right?
side effects from the vaccine?
I did. I was sick the next day. I wasn't super sick. Just like fevery. It just didn't feel good. But it's better than dying or being on a ventilator. So,
Yeah,
you know, there's that.
That's well said. It's better than dying, being sick for a day. How's the family? Everyone's good?
Everyone's great. We are going to Picasso Swig
Ooh.
to do some crafting this evening
Oh,
privately.
oh.
So we're excited for that. I'm going to do some grilling. My husband's putting the, I'm looking at it now, he's getting ready to put the siding on his tree house.
Oh.
I'll bring pictures for Monday. The tree house really has turned into like an apartment.
Well, isn't the treehouse his man cave?
Yeah. But now he has two.
Well,
He has an apartment above our garage, and he has this.
Did you kick him out of the first man cave?
No, he won't let anyone up there.
Oh. Oh, I need to figure out how your husband does that, because that doesn't work in my family. You are A+. This was fun.
That's fun. We should start doing cocktail Fridays.
I'm down. Hey, cocktails. You know we're down.
Yeah.
Good to talk to you.
I'll come in and we can wrap up the week over cocktails on Friday afternoon.
Well, you're vaccinated. Now you can come in.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. You're bringing the cocktails.
I'll come up with some good stuff. I'll swing by Harvey's place and pick him up.
Oh my God, Kelly, if you have this drink, it is so good. You and
Really?
your guy need to try. It's so good. I've never had a rum old fashioned. It's so good.
Okay, I'll try it.
Seriously.
I'll come up with some drinks for next Friday.
Okay, let's do it. I'm down. I'm serious. I'm down.
Yep. We'll do a week and wrap up with Kelly and Jerry.
Whoa!
Over cocktails.
She's creating a new show on here. I like her chutzpah. KJ, great chatting with you today.
You too. Have a good weekend.
You too, KJ. Kelly
Bye.
Jackson. She is the co-star of Women Changing Our World. Airs Mondays at 10:15 a.m. on the I Love CVille Network with Jamie Schwartz of Picasso Swig. That show is fantastic. Mondays at 10:15 a.m. And maybe cocktails and conversations on Fridays. Who knows? All right, so that's the show. It was a good show today. Today was a fun show. It was a light show. It was fun. Scott Aaronworth in Virginia Beach. No politics in this show for you, my friend, although I do like politics. Thank you for watching. I found Harvey Mayorga invigorating. His zest for life was like contagious. He's A+ people. And if you have not been to Guajiros, forget about it. It is banging, dude. It is absolutely banging. And KJ, Kelly Jackson, I love being able to talk with someone who can offer so much perspective on so many different topics, whether it's business, being a mom, being married, be a family business, a vaccine, overcoming this thing. She's got so much to offer. So much to offer. Today was a good show. Judah, we should go to Guajiros right now.
Fuck yeah.
We have work to do. Judah. You want to say that again on air? I don't think you should say it. Is your mic on?
It's on.
Oh, okay. I guess everybody heard it. All right, that's the show. My name is Jerry Miller. It's the I Love CVille Show presented by Ting Fiber Internet. The best internet in Charlottesville is Ting. It's not close. We use it to power this show, and you can get it through ilovecville.ting.com at a $288 savings. My name is Jerry Miller, and this is the I Love CVille Show on the I Love CVille Network. You guys take care.